Hey guys, Rusty here at Blue Robotics with an exciting new product, the Ping360 scanning sonar. The Ping360 is a mechanical scanning sonar, one of the most common types of sonar used on ROVs. It's best suited to assist with navigation in low visibility water conditions, but it can also be used to locate targets underwater or for basic sonar imaging. Let me first explain how it works. Inside the Ping360 is a transducer that emits a narrow beam of acoustic energy and then listens back for echoes. That transducer is mounted on a motor that rotates it in 1-degree increments, and as it does so, it generates a 360-degree image of the surroundings. As an analogy, that's very similar to what you'd see on the weather radar on the local news, which, using radio waves instead of sound waves, generates a map with echoes from clouds and precipitation nearby. It's also similar to laser scanners used in robotics and autonomous cars for obstacle avoidance and environment mapping. Like both of those devices, there are lots of applications for scanning sonars, but today we'll just focus on ROVs. When used on an ROV like the Blue ROV 2, the Ping360 gives you a top-down view of your surroundings. Here's a quick video to demonstrate what that looks like. Looking down on the ROV here in Dana Point Marina, we can see the nearby docks and boats, but since the water is murky and visibility is only a few feet, it's difficult to get around in the ROV. When you add the scanning sonar to the mix, you get an acoustic image of the surroundings. Here, you can see echoes from the boats, docks, and other features around the ROV. The Ping360 can see features like this up to 50 meters away. This allows you to navigate the ROV in complicated situations, even when visibility is poor, so you can still complete your mission. Driving the ROV along an old wharf in the Port of Los Angeles, you can see the wooden pilings that support the pier. It's a lot easier to navigate here when you always have a reference point on the sonar view. Out in open water, the Ping360 is useful for finding and tracking salient features. Here's a view from the sonar as the ROV approaches a shipwreck. You can see the angular features and the acoustic shadows behind those features. This view gives you reference points to navigate around the wreck without getting lost. Let's talk a little bit more about what's inside now. At the top of the Ping360 is an oil-filled section with a plastic cap. The oil resists water pressure, but allows acoustic energy to pass into the water. Inside is a motor that rotates the transducer to scan in every direction. The transducer operates at a frequency of 750 kilohertz and has a vertical beam width of 25 degrees and a horizontal beam width of 2 degrees. At the bottom of the sonar is an air-filled section that has the main processor PCB. 4 tapped M3 holes plus an included mounting bracket make it easy to mount on ROVs like the Blue ROV 2. The sonar is rated to a depth of 300 meters and comes with a 1-meter cable with pre-installed cable penetrator and connectors. Electrically, it can be powered from any clean 11 to 25 volt power source and communicates through USB, RS-485, or Ethernet. Like the Ping Echo Sounder, the Ping360 connects to PingViewer, our open source sonar visualization application. There's a new device manager in PingViewer that makes it easy to connect the Ping360, whether it's connected directly to your computer or through the tether on the Blue ROV 2. PingViewer support for Ping360 is still in beta, and we expect to add new features and capabilities in the future. If you're interested in checking out the product documentation for Ping360, including a guide on how to install it on the Blue ROV 2, you can find that on our product page. In the future, we'll have additional guides explaining how the sonar works and how to get the most out of sonar on your ROV. We're launching the Ping360 in beta, meaning that while the hardware is well tested, the software is still improving at a rapid pace. In addition to new features, we expect to incorporate customer feedback on how it can be improved. The Ping360 is available on our store starting today, and you can download the PingViewer application and supporting libraries on the product page and our GitHub pages. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.